First, the Simpsons predicted the Texas floods, but now their most recent prediction is just disturbing. Just watch.
It's a trick.
Dollar bill prank.
Practical joke, Luann.
It's US dollars! Absolutely worthless!
Money gone, gone.
Now in that episode, they were basically talking about what would happen if the dollar collapsed and lost its value. And just recently, Trump actually came out on live TV and marked this as a national threat. Just watch.
What they're trying to do is destroy the dollar so that another country can take over and be the standard. And if we lost the world standard dollar, that would be like losing a war, a major world war. We would not be the same country any longer.
That was only 3 days ago, but they've been warning us about an economic collapse. And if you think about it, the signs are all around us. The dollar has been losing its value for a long time now due to inflation, and it gets worse day by day. Soon enough, it's just gonna crash and burn. Banks are collapsing, and they're using corrupt money to fund their own pockets. Other countries are starting to catch on and drop the US dollar. I mean, just look at what happened to Venezuela, Zimbabwe, and all of these other countries that had the same thing happen to them. It turned into a third world country. The US is next. When this happens, the most valuable thing you can have is not gonna be cash. It's gonna be information, because nobody's gonna know what to do, which is exactly why everybody in my family has one of these. The Dollar Apocalypse, a survival guide for the next Great Depression. It was written by an economist who survived the financial crisis of 2007 and helped his friends, family, and co-workers do the same. Also written by Claude Davis, a survival expert who survived the Great Depression and is one of the few people still alive from that era. Together they came up with ingenious economic strategies that save people from the past and can save people today. It tells you what to do and what to have to get ready for the next Great Depression. It tells you what to do on the day the economy collapses. The first U.S. states that will go down. Early warning signs, this has already begun. Where to invest your money before this happens. How to protect your property, home, and assets when crime skyrockets and law enforcement is stretched beyond their limits. How to outsmart FEMA and corrupt government agencies. The only available side hustles during a crisis. What to do when martial law is declared. How to preserve your assets while most lose everything. And even vital medicines you need to stockpile before pharmacies run dry. This is a great new resource that just came out, and every household should at least have one copy of it. Usually this kind of information is only limited to the elite class, but this book gives you the opportunity to change that. Generational wealth, opportunity, and financial education were all in one book. This will be it. The only problem with this book is that since it's so brand new, they have a limited stock. So if you're able to see that orange link, grab them while you can before they sell out, and it takes them months to restock.
Yo, yo, yo. Uncle Mooch back with another headliner, and today I'm talking about Texas. Yee-haw, motherfucker, yippee-ki-yay. So today I'm gonna talk about how Texas is trying to ban all of your sexual pleasing items. Anything that you use to get off with, you're no longer going to be able to buy that if you live in Texas. So your stores like Targets and Walmarts will no longer carry these things. If you buy them online, you have to register your ID and your age. They must make sure that you of age if you buy this online. Also, if reproduction systems, if you were born as a man, under Texas law, you will die as a man. No longer will you be able to express your sexuality and tell if you want to change your gender. If you was born as a woman, you will forever be classified as a woman. Also, Texas is trying to bring the 10 Commandments into your schoolhouse. They want to teach on this, classify this as something that they use. It's called the 10 Commandments. We all know it, but they want to bring it into your schoolhouse. And no, Texas did not ban weed right out. They banned edibles. So if you want a vape, you want anything that has THC in it that you can consume, eating it or smoking it as a vape or something like that, they will definitely not sell those. So drop a comment, share, like. Let me know how you feel about this. And I knew Texas, everything in Texas was big, but I didn't know their arrogance was this damn big. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
So my last conspiracy video did so well that I decided to do another one. This concept actually came from a dream that I just recently had. Okay, so y'all know how computers have like hard drives and CPUs and stuff like that to function, right? Supposedly there's a company called Final Spark. I'm not gonna call this old news, but maybe a few months now they released some documentation that says that they've been working on stem cell research to create brains that they are using in biocomputing. Y'all know what that is. I don't know. If you hadn't heard about it, just research brain organoids. And they had this set up to where people can sync up to it and program these brains using Python. coding language or something like that. And I think at the time it was open so that anybody could just purchase a brain and like start uploading data. But now it might be a little bit more closed off. I don't know. I hadn't really looked into it too much after that. So boom, fast forward to my dream. So I get issued military, I don't know, some organization I was working for. I get issued a computer, right? The computer's going really slow. And I'm like, oh, I could just fix this myself. I know about computers. So I open this thing up and I saw a brain, like a human brain in it. And if you don't know, Final Spark wanted to use these brains because these brains are supposed to allow computers to do like crazy behind tasks with a fraction of the power. With the growing of technology and LLMs, large language models and stuff like that, these brains were supposed to allow this technology to really grow. And these brains are supposed to live for like 10 months at a time, just so y'all know. Look it up. Anyway, so I was so creeped out. I went back to whoever issued me the computer and I was like, yo, I can't do this. I can't do this. And they were like, well, just don't tell anybody because you're not supposed to even know that we did that or that was a thing. You weren't even supposed to be in the computer and it's a violation of blah, 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 whatever, right? And I was like, man, but the thing was going slow and don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anybody. Just, I don't want this computer. Just get it away. Bro, I low-key feel like somebody who actually is working on this to build a computer like this is probably just standing there like, why is he telling? He not supposed to be telling. Why is he telling? I don't know. Anyway, it made me think. So if Elon has these robots, right, and all these companies are doing this race to AI and race to build robots, if they partnered with Final Spark, these people could be implementing real brains into these systems. I don't know. I might be reaching, but what are y'all's thoughts? Leave it in the comments.
Who here is into conspiracies and rabbit hole theories and are just very intuitive, analytical, and are very good at pattern recognition, whether it's behavioral or just anything for that matter, to be honest. Because I am. I tend to be right when I don't want to be and I'm really stupid about other things, but that's besides the point. Why do I say that? Well, what does the movie 2012, A Day After Tomorrow, World War Z, Contagion, or just about any virus, extreme weather, or zombie movie, what do they all have in common in the beginning? Well, they all try to kind of explain itself by showing you that there's breaking news, or it's subtle news at first, subtle local news, no big deal, people brush it off, and then it's like, oh, whatever, it's somebody just talking out their ass, right? But then something happens locally where within the proximity where they're at, right? And next thing you know, it's a global issue, right? But by that time, somewhere in the middle of all that, all the big names go into hiding, right? And they come up with these like mass world leaders gatherings and trying to figure out what's going on, and they just tell you, go hug your loved ones, we'll figure it out, or if we don't, good luck, bye, right? Yeah, it's kind of a shitty thing to do, but the conspiracy theory right now that I've been picking up on, it's kind of like the way COVID broke out, which is a couple of videos here and there. No one really paid attention to it before it became a global pandemic. Well, in this case, it's more of a weather pattern issue. A lot of people that pay attention to the satellite readings have noticed anomalies and all kinds of weather patterns. All conspiracy theories fucking came in there and said it's a plan, just this or that. But some other people pointed out it could be magnetic. It could be a permanent shift in how the world is changing because, you know, it's natural. The world does change. Some people are tying it to, obviously, the end of days for that reason. But we just have to be that generation that just lives while the world is changing. I'm going through changes. Anyways, well, the reason why I pointed all that was because a video came across my algorithm, and it showed that the scanners around Yellowstone have gone down almost 3 or 4 days ago, and they're still down. So of course I go down this little rabbit hole, right? Damn rotten these conspiracy theories. Video after video after video. Animals migrating, running away, confused, borderline killing themselves because they're lost. Which, you know, there's been anomalies like that before, mass quantity of groups of animals just dying randomly, right? And when I see the scientific approach to that, it's because something magnetic or something that, you know, in their mind that just causes confusion, right? The equilibrium's off. Well, Yellowstone, a while back, I want to say about a week, 2 weeks ago, even about a month ago, actually, a couple of videos started sprouting saying that there has been seismic activity. And then more recently, they have closed down Yellowstone, or at least the part where the public used to go see the geysers go off. But they're starting to push back even more and more, and I think they closed off Yellowstone for good. I could be wrong, but I did see a video stating somewhere around the lines, and right now Yellowstone is a topic that probably needs to be looked at, but not a lot of people are talking about it, unless you're in the internet like I am. Well, of course, the other videos that come after that is how to prepare yourself in case of volcanic eruption does happen and who's affected. The whole U.S. Just about 90% of it is going to be affected in some shape or form. If you're not in the immediate impact of it, you're going to feel the earthquakes, or if not, you're going to feel the dust. If not, you're going to feel the acidic rain. Well, if everybody were to just rush south all of a sudden, you already know how traffic is at 5 p.m. in your local highway. That's bad news all over the place. And they're not going to say evacuate without being somewhat suspicious about it, because if they just blatantly just put that out there, people are going to panic and just bum rush the hell. You know what that's going to cost? We're going to run out of fucking toilet paper. But in our realism, what's going to happen is going to be something very ironic. We're probably going to have to go across the border, which is a big issue right now. So imagine that chaos and legislative conversation that's going to take place with that political mess and human activists and told you I was right, told you I was wrong. You know, hey man, it's going to happen that way. And I'm making this video because if I'm alive when all this stuff happens, and it happens the way I just said it right now, there you go. Intuition has come forth. Now, on top of that, one other little thing that's kind of off topic, and, you know, take it how you want. Now, we all know aliens are real. Yes and no. And some people are saying it's the Blue Project, you know, where they're going to do some type of drone effect, you know, whatever. If the Earth is flat, the universe doesn't exist. But if the Earth is not flat, well, the universe has picked up a damn fucking spaceship that supposedly is going to come around November 2025. Damn, 2025. Crazy as a year, right? But it's just too many signs, man. Too many weird things going on all of a sudden. Like, I'm waiting for one of those things to happen. At the very least, if I can just go ahead and stop paying rent. Let's be honest here. The world goes to chaos. This made up money is irrelevant. You got whatever is in your gas tank and whatever's in your area, and if you got a gun, that's going to be the only way to save yourself from somebody jacking your shit. Let's be real here. But right now, this is all just like jibber jabber, fucking crazy people talk. I don't own cats, so I'm not a crazy cat dude. I ain't got no kids, so I guess it doesn't matter, right? And I'm just talking to myself. But I want to know, what are some subtle things you guys have been subconsciously been picking up on, or your algorithm has started to show you as of late? And probably after this conversation, it's probably going to show you more just because that's how the way AI works. But I want to know, what is besides the things that you've been picking up on, what are some other like conspiracies or like rabbit hole things that you believe in or you think is happening right now or will happen or can't wait to happen? Down in the comment section. I'm kind of curious about all this. So it kills a lot of time. We're doing a lot of homework, so entertaining for the moment. Anyways, y'all be safe and yeah, be aware.
Okay, so my last video about the alien invasion is catching a little steam. Apparently, I'm not the only one spiraling. But here's the thing. This ain't just some TikTok fever dream. This object is real. It's called 31 Atlas. That's not a joke. That's the actual name. Now, scientists say it's just a comet, a chill little space rock taking a casual 130,000 mile per hour joyride through our system. But this thing is doing maneuvers that don't add up. They're calling it hyperbolic, unbound by our sun, moving so fast, it can't be from here. And guess what? It's set to pass behind the sun in late October, early November. Perfect timing for it to vanish from our view. Just long enough to get into formation. You ever seen something 15 miles wide play hide and seek in space? Bro, if that's not tactical, I don't know what is. Now, Avi Loeb, yeah, the Harvard guy who already said Oumuamua might have been a probe, he's raising eyebrows again, saying maybe 31 Atlas ain't natural. And I'm over here like, Harvard said it, not me. So no, I'm not saying it's an invasion. I'm just saying there's a massive interstellar object flying through our solar system, hiding behind the sun in November, possibly not a comet, and science can't explain how it moves. But yeah, let's just keep scrolling. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's all completely fine. Stay blessed, my friends.
Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to ER1. I'm Adrian Reed with the War Report on Monday, 28th of July, 2025. The deep state is burning. July 2025. President Donald J. Trump has detonated the final bomb on the Russia collusion hoax. With one stroke, he released every file tied to the coronavirus hurricane investigation, and what's inside is treason at the highest level. No more redactions, no more lies. These files name names: Clinton, Obama, Biden, Brennan, Comey, all implicated. Documents confirm Hillary Clinton personally authorized the scheme to smear Trump with fake Russia ties in 2016, while Obama and Biden were briefed and said nothing. This was not politics, it was a coup. Trump's counterstrike, the deep state, no escape route. The entire Trump-Russia narrative was built on Clinton's orders, fueled by British-funded disinformation, and weaponized through Obama's DOJ, Brennan's CIA, and Comey's FBI. These agencies lied to FISA courts, lied on a sitting president, and fed fake stories to media operatives, all while knowing it was fabricated. Durham files confirm the conspiracy. Now unsealed. Emails, financial records, testimonies, phone logs, intel reports. FBI agents caught communicating with Clinton operatives. Meetings denied under oath, now verified. The sealed dossier, known to be false before it was ever used in court. Durham's findings aren't allegations, they are a death sentence for the narrative. This wasn't on the Republic. The intelligence community turned its tools inward, not to protect America, but to sabotage it. Whistleblowers silenced, evidence buried, elections rigged with psychological warfare disguised as justice. Hillary's fortress has collapsed. The media won't protect her, the lies won't save her. She is surrounded by irrefutable proof that she led a criminal conspiracy against the United States. This is not the end, this is the purge. Criminal charges are no longer speculative. Treason, election interference, abuse of power, obstruction, all on the table. This is the beginning of tribunals. Patriots want arrests. And they want justice. Now. Semper Supra. Love and Light, Hash No Exceptions, Hash No Deals, Guardian, Daniel R. And this concludes our war report on Monday, the 28th of July, 2025. And if you enjoyed today's report, don't forget to give it a like, comment, subscribe. More importantly, share with others who might not be as awake as you are. Either way, whatever you're doing, keep doing. And stay beautiful, people. Take care.
If you think that this is a simulation that we're living in, you need to see this. So it's a video going around of a guy who said he saw the sun and the sky glitch at the same time. So this guy's on a farm around 6 or 7 a.m. scouting for turkeys. In the video, he said between the farm and the sky it looked beautiful, so he was about to take a video. And then this happened. Look at this shit. Listen to this.
So I'm out here at the farm scouting for turkeys.
Tell me what y'all think this is.
Between 6:55 and 7 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I'm just going to take a good video. The sky is really pretty. The farm looks really pretty.
Just like I said.
And as I'm taking this video, the sky done something weird. Like it glitched.
Listen.
My phone called it. I don't know what it is.
What was
It's weird, for sure.
What was it?
I'll show you guys the video. Check it out. Tell me what you think.
Shit is crazy.
It's kind of weird.
Look up there. Look at that shit. Look. It's blinking. Slow motion. Watch the video in slow-mo. That shit blinked. That shit blinked. What the hell is that? And I was saying to myself, it could have just been the phone that he was using. It could have been the distance he was. But that don't look right. What that looks like to me, though, is like something just turned off and on. Some people really believe that we're living in a simulation. And let's just say we are, allegedly. 2025 keep revealing shit. I wonder what's going to happen next. Pay attention.
Oh, I'm totally into conspiracies. Don't even get me started. Oh yeah. Yeah, I am too. Like are you into the conspiracies about like cloud seeding and geoengineering? Or like Jean Benet, like who really murdered her? Or is she perhaps Katy Perry? Or is it flat earth? Are you a flat earther? Or how like aliens are really demons? And all famous people are clones, and also aliens and lizard people. Like we're basically poisoned through our food, our air, our water, and soil. That's why we're all sick. Or like JFK Jr. and he's still alive. Or like there's whole underground cities all over the place. Or like Pizzagate. Like those kinds of conspiracies. Like what's your favorite one? Like what are you talking about? Oh, I was just talking about how there might be some traces of fluoride in the water. Oh yeah, that one's good too.
72 hours. Something big is happening and you need to hear this. Dr. Stephen Greer just launched a brand new podcast today on January 15th, and trust me, the timing is no coincidence. He revealed that within the next 72 hours or so, we're about to see a massive wave of UFO and UAP disclosures. Think about it. Why the urgency? Why now? What's about to drop in the next 3 days that could change the way we see the world? If you're as curious as I am, or even just as skeptical, this is our moment to tune in. Let's stay informed, let's be prepared, and let's figure this out together. Here's just a taste of what he said on his podcast. Check it out.
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Stephen Greer, and this is the first episode of our podcast, the Dr. Stephen Greer podcast. And the reason we're starting this podcast now, rather emergently here today, is because we have a group of people who are in the process in the next 72 hours or so who will be coming forward with a great deal of information and evidence related to the UFO and NHI or extraterrestrial issue. And I think the public is going to need to have a source of perspective and context and analysis to go to.
So hit the pause on everything else. Go check out Greer's new podcast, January 15th, and buckle up, because I think the next 72 hours could make history or not. So let's find out together.
A lot of conspiracy theories need to know this, and a lot of y'all need to know this. This is going to prove if us conspiracy theories are right or we've been wrong. And what's going to confirm that for everybody, whether we were just yapping our mouths, making up lies, making up excuses, or just making shit up. The reason why you are about to push it because there's things that are going to happen. I can't say them. I did a lie, yeah. Make sure y'all tune into my lives. I did say, just make sure y'all tune into lives today. I'm about to go live with you. It's 12:01 p.m. Daylight. Okay? I'm about to go live after this video. I'm going to talk about it again. Did a live last night explaining. Y'all about to know the us conspiracy theories. Speaking on God, speaking on God. Not to mention Donald Trump said he's looking for new openness. I don't think he's talking about black people openness. And we don't use woke. We use another term. Okay? Wokeness apparently is anything that ain't apparently. And basically, like Trump said, maybe America great. That's nothing about it. I don't think it has anything to do with this truth. But I'm gonna say this. Every conspiracy theory we speak about all the time is something that happened. We don't know. And I'm not talking about a theory or two theory. I'm talking about within a couple of months at this time. So indeed, right now, at this time, the way things is going, he has to be doing those things. I don't see no other time or other way for him to do it. Like the treaty, okay? And bringing world peace, which destruction comes. Because that's what the anti is looking to bring. And it's a manipulation and a distraction. And covering up for what he's doing behind the scenes. You have to tune in my live to hear what he's doing behind the scenes. But if he's not the one to do none of those things or any of those things, then we got more time than we think. But I don't think we have time. I'm telling you, this is going to conform everything this year, hands down. And I 100% believe in my hearts of hearts, in my soul, this is it.
What if I told you that in July 2025, a catastrophic event could change everything? There's a woman named Rao Tasuki. She's not very well known, but those who follow her call her the Silent Prophet. Her predictions have been eerily accurate. Years ago, she warned that a global pandemic would put the world on pause, that millions would go into quarantine, and that everything would change forever. Sound familiar? Yeah, that happened in 2020. But she also said something else, that the disease isn't over, that it will return even stronger in 2030. And now comes the most terrifying part. July 2025, a date that keeps showing up in her visions, a month marked by chaos. According to her, a massive tsunami will strike Asia, especially Japan and the Philippines. I was actually planning to travel around that area, but after reading this, I'm not so sure anymore. We're not talking about some vague prophecy. She's been accurate before. And now, a lot of people online are starting to connect the dots. Some claim the signs are already here. Seismic activity, strange weather patterns, and an eerie silence from governments. But of course, there's no way to know if it's really going to happen. Or is there? Are we looking at just another wild theory, or a warning that we're all ignoring? Get ready, because if this comes true, the world will never be the same.